bensound.com. bensound.com. bensound.com.
Angus Wiles facing up for Manly here in second grade. Underway at 3:10. Lockie Heap, the lead off for Ryde, in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike here to Lachlan Heap. Three and one now the count. And one to the right side. Will Tibbett feeds up to Angus Wiles on the pitcher's cover for out number one. Just how they drew it up.
For Ryde, number 83, the third base, Cam Howay.
Cam Howay. Next hit up. And one over to the right side again. Little bobble by Tibbett this time. And he stays with it. And that's 2 outs, both involving Will Tibbett. Got the assist on the first one, the put out on the second one. That's 2 quick outs. Here for Angus Wiles. Danley, the third hitter here for Ryde. That one punched to the right side. This time they're able to get it through. The first one, or the first two rather, went to Will Tibbett. This one, Dan Lee, puts enough power into it, finds the gap. That's the first hit of the game. O'Neill. Next hitter for Ryde. On the outside corner, in there for a called strike. One and one, and the count even. And there's 2 in there. Nice job by Angus Wiles to live on the outside corner. Runner goes. Strike 3 called. And Matt O'Neill strikes out. He's not happy with the strike 3 call. Dan Lee still second, but it won't count. And Manly get out of the inning. A couple of ground balls and a strikeout here in the first. And we'll head to the home half. Manly coming up to bat. T and Ray to lead it off, facing Dan Thwaites. Start the Manly offense. One ball, one strike. That one fouled off. Right, fouling off a couple of tough pitches here from Dan Thwaites. One and two the count. And that one lifted right side. Sam Lee will sit underneath it and he'll make the catch for out number one.
On 47, the first base, Will Tibbetts.
So one away here, left on left match up now for Will Tibbett. Called strike at the bottom of the zone. One and one the count. That one fouled off. Man, they're going down to Blacktown 11-5 last week. That one strike three by Will Tibbett on the breaking ball by Dan Thwaites. Two away here in the first.
Two down for Manly, brings up the centre fielder, number 52, Adam O'Neill.
So Adam O'Neill up to bat for Manly, hitting the 3-hole. He could be crying by 9:30 tonight when his Cronulla Sharks lose. Bottom of the zone for ball one. Would have gone down myself, except someone had to be here. Down and away. 3-0 here to Adam O'Neill. That one's in there for a called strike, so Thwaites able to find the Freo for strike one. And draws the walk, so both teams with a runner here in the first. One out single, for, two out single for Ryde rather, two out walk for Manly. Adam O'Neill Able to keep the inning going.
74, Jackson Taylor.
JT next to bat. Old loop throw over to first. That's punched to the right side. Jackson Taylor with a 2-out single into right field. Only able to go station to station, but extends the inning. Gets him deeper into the lineup first time around. So Baptiste Frigier, the Frenchman, hits here with 2 out and 2 on for Manly. And jumps on that first pitch. And just foul on the corner. Cam Howay just touches it in foul territory. Carzello's just going to ask the question. He was right on top of it, the third base coach for Manly. Would have been a tough play for Holloway. It was going to be an easy one for him. Pick it up and step on the bag, get the fielder's choice, get out of the inning, but it just rolled foul. At the last turn, it was almost an infield single for Frigier. Gets another chance here with 2 out and 2 on. Fouls that one off. Behind now 0 and 2. And Ryde coming off a loss against Borkham Hills last week. So both teams 0 and 1 after week 1. That one in the dirt. Baptiste lays off. Count 1 and 2. Outside corner. Good plate discipline by the Manly catcher. Not offering at that pitch, despite how juicy it may have looked. Count now even 2 and 2. Frigier trying to extend the inning for Manly. Pops it up. That could drop in. If he's quick enough, he could beat it out. And he does. Infield single for Baptiste Frigier. And Manly load the bases. Pitcher didn't want it. Shortstop wasn't hustling for it. They let it drop. Manly with a chance to score first here in the first. And Cameron Goddard. In there for a caught strike. Cam Goddard graduating out of the under-18s from last year. Starting at third base in place of Timmy Fail, who's away on work. Swings and misses of that one. So he's behind 0-2. Thwaites trying to get out of the inning without Manly affecting the scoreboard. Manly with the bases loaded. 3 times in third grade they left them stranded. Only once did they score after loading them up. The outside corner, laid off. Not enough bend back on that one. Thwaites thought it was good. Umpire says out. Adam O'Neill at third, Jackson Taylor at second, Bailey Frugier at first. Baptiste Frugier, I'm just going to call him Bailey. It's more simple. That's up in the zone. Just like Baptiste did the previous at-bat. Cam Goddard's fallen behind 0-2. He's got it back to 2-2. Got to feel the count up here. We'll score Manly a run or two. Jackson Taylor runs pretty well, standing at second. Ripped hard up the line and foul. Almost 2 runs for Manly there, but the ball on the wrong side of the line. Goddard will have to do it again. Two here again from Thwaites. Breaking pitch. That was well foul that time. Looks like camera 7's gone to sleep again. Two and two here again for Cam Goddard, looking to get Manly on the board. Rips that one hard, but there's a man there. It's over the head of Dan Lee and down for a base hit. Jackson Taylor around third, he's scoring. Coming around third now is Baptiste Frugier, and it's a bases clearing double by Cam Goddard. Stands himself up at second. And Manly are on the board in a big way. Great at bat by Cam Goddard. Fell behind on the count, 0-2. And it's the tall Dan Lee in left field. Tried his best to climb up and get it, but it got over his head and dropped in for a base hit. More than just a base hit. A 3-run double for Cam Goddard. Big swing there by Austin Brady. Doubling up here today. Started 18s at third base and now starting up here in second grade. One ball, one strike. That's the first time Manly has scored the first run of the game so far today. They've put 3 on the board here in the first, all of them coming with 2 out. Tian Ray flew out to right field, and then Will Tibbett struck out on a foul tip, and then it was the walk, the single, another single, and then the double for 3 runs. And in Manly's advantage was that 2-out situation, which meant runners could be off to the races at the crack of the bat. That one hit down the line. Another one foul up that third base line. Cam Howay's got a bit of a magnet on him at the moment. That's 3 that's been pinged up his way. Austin Brady got something in his bat here to score Manly's 4th run. Fouls it off. Check swing. Does enough to stay alive. If you are watching online, feel free to shoot us a message in the chat. Say g'day. If you've got a question, shoot it through. We'll get it answered for you one way or another. 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Austin Brady. Outside corner. Feels the count up now at 3-2. Swings and misses at that pitch from Dan Thwaites, and Ryde finally get out of the inning. But a big one for Manly. They put up a 3 spot to start this one. And they'll play from in front. They lead 3-0 and we're off to the second. So it'll be the centre fielder, Luke Livian, to lead it off for Ryde. That one fouled off. Matty Givo's asked, would I rather be at the Raiders game? I was like, I would have rather to go down next week as opposed to having to go down today. Breaking ball just down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Grand final prediction. Well, of course, I'm going to say the Raiders. Maybe a bit of a redemption matchup against the Broncos in the decider. This will be either the Broncos, Penrith, or Canterbury. That came tomorrow. Penrith and Canterbury. That one hit to the left side again. That's well foul. 2-2. And in fact, it was 3-2, and it's ball 4. The lead-off man aboard for Ryde.
New batter, the right fielder, number 82, Sam Lee.
That's in there for a called strike to Sam Lee. That one at the bottom of the zone. This one's just struggling a little bit to find his zone. That one hit hard at Cam Goddard at third base. Going to be a play at third. And the ball comes out of the glove of Cam Goddard. So Luke Livian ran through the stop sign of Matt Minard, the third base coach. Should have been out at third, but Cam Goddard couldn't hold on to the ball. And now Ryde. And runners on second and third, nobody out for the catcher, Kai Stacey. On the inside for ball 1.
Batter in the box, number 67, Kai Stacey.
Come on to the right side. Handcuffs Max Fegan. Jack Fegan, rather. And right on the board here in the second.
On the DH, Tim Donovan.
That brings up Tim Donovan. Kai Stacey will take second. No throw from the catcher. Tim Donovan getting ahead in the count here. As well, struggling to find the zone. And that one's up and away, and that's going to load the bases. Nobody out here in the top of the second.
Second base, number 49, El Grupalo.
That one popped up. It'll be an infield fly, fair. It's in foul territory. It falls for Will Hibbert at first.
With that out, we go back to the top of the order with Lockie Heath.
And that's a huge first out for Manly defensively. Trying to keep this a 3-1 ball game. Knocked down, kept close by Frugier. And one to the right side. Fegan to Ray and turned over there at first base. Great job by the middle infielders to combine to get that. Backhand from Fegan. T and Ray comes over the bag. I reckon he's better than his brother at turning double plays. And then feeds it over to Will Tibbett for the inning-ending double play. Ryde get a run. Manly get out of the bases loaded jam. And they're going to come back up when we come back with the bottom of the second here on Eagles Baseball Sports Network. Jack Fegan leads it off. And rips that one. But straight up in the air, Luke Livian takes a couple of steps back. And he makes the catch for out number one. Andy Seller, the hitter now for Manly. I knew what I haven't done yet. I haven't brought you the lineups, all the defensive alignments. Something I've forgotten to do. There must have been a late change to the lineup because the lineup I got given didn't have Andy Seller on it. But he's in there in game changer as what appears to be the DH. The lineup I had Angus Wiles on as the DH. Chivo, I'm going to say it's a Canberra-Penrith grand final. That's my prediction. Canberra, though, was still a little bit of work to do as Andy Seller strikes out looking. Looked at that pitch down and away. Just checks with the umpire just to get an understanding of where it might have been in case he's back behind the dish later. So 2 away. We go back to the leadoff man in T and Ray. And just turned a nice little double play with Jack Fegan. Finished off by Will Tibbett over a first. 2 outs. Two and 0. Into the Manly shortstop. 1-1 in fact is the count. Two and 1 here to T and Ray. See his brother in action in first grade coming up at around 6 o'clock this afternoon. Maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. 2 and 2, 2 out. That's down an inside corner, and that, I think, I've got it as strike 3. No? Teen may be asking where that was. There you go, called strike. It's 3 and 2, there you go, I had the count wrong. Not the first, won't be the last. Now one punch right side, slow roller though, through the legs of the first baseman. It's going to be a foot race to the bag. T and Ray wins it, looks back at the bag. Thwaites got over there. Matt O'Neill went straight through him. Lincoln Grupelan was backing him up. They couldn't get the speedy T and Ray. Plays infield like his brother, runs the bases like his brother too. Nice, good, hard 90 from a kid that's had a couple of knee reconstructions lately. Promising futsal player. So Will Tibbett trying to extend this inning for Manly. Manly scored all 3 runs with 2 out in the first inning. Are they starting something here in this inning? Outside corner, and it's taken for a called strike. Tibbett didn't like it. Check on the runner at first. Ray back on the bag. Another check. A little easier this time. Lifts it up. Right side. Running in for it, Sam Lee. Running out for a Gruppler. But coming in and calling those guys off is Luke Livian. He makes the catch and records out number 3. Here to finish the second. It's Manly 3 leading Ryde 1 here on Eagles Baseball Sports Network. Angus Wiles starts Cam Howay with a called strike. Get us underway here in the third. Now I'm missing on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Too high. Ball 3, 3-1. Wiles at 37 pitches. Under 50% strikes, which is not very good. Hills. And it's going to be a lead-off walk. Back-to-back innings. The lead-off man getting aboard for Ryde. Livian walked in the first. In there for a called strike to get bat to Dan Lee underway. It was Lee who had the ball hit over his head by Cam Goddard. It's led to Manly's 3 runs. All the scoring so far for Manly. Ryde getting one back. Breaking ball, finds his own. Nice pitch there by Wiles. Gets the call. Oh and 2 here. 0-2 here to the Ryde left fielder. Oh, Baptiste Frigier with the throw. It's very quick, but it was too high. Stolen base for Cam Howay. And Dan Lee swings and misses on the pitch on the outside corner. He's not happy with himself. And he strikes out.
Batter in the box, Matty O'Neill.
First out of the inning. Here in the third. Runner at second. Down for ball 1 to Matt O'Neill. That one on the outside corner. Ball on a strike. In fact, it's 2-0. Both teams here in second grade looking for their first wins of the year. Nearly going down to Blacktown last week. Ryde falling to Walkham Hills. That one ripped up the right side, but foul. Away takes off. He'll still third base. So a pair of stolen bases here for Cam Howay. Camera 6 has woken itself up. 3-1 here to Matt O'Neill with a run of 90 feet away. Ooh, that was a tight call. Matt O'Neill maybe sold it a little bit better. And the catcher, Frigier. Runners at the corners now for Luke Livian.
Box Luke Livian.
Hit down to third. Goddard will only have one play. That'll be across the diamond. Called out at first. Matt O'Neill goes first to third on the hit and run. Nice work there by Cam Goddard just to get the shore out.
2 down for Ryde, brings up Sam Lee.
It seems like the wind is pushed out. Pushed out our centre field camera a little bit again, so throws it up to the backup camera. Ripped to the left side. Oh, and 2, fouled off. One and 2. Straight back up the middle and in the glove. Great job by Angus Wiles to stick his glove out and make the catch. Ryde get a run back. They trail 3-2 here in the Proccar Automotive scoreboard as we head off to the bottom of the third. Adam O'Neill leading it off. 3-2 the count here to start the bottom of the third. Manly then lead down to 1 after getting 3 in the bottom of the first. Might have got one back in the second and the third. So another 3-2 here for Adam O'Neill. Trying to get the Manly inning started. And he draws the walk. I think he did that in the last inning too. That was the start of the scoring for Manly. It was the 2-out walk by Adam O'Neill back in the first. So a little bit of history repeating right here in the third.
For Jackson Taylor.
Bring it down here. Oh, no, you can't.
Popped up on the infield. He's going to make it, let it drop. Adam O'Neill is dead to rights. Lincoln Grippelar having a bit of trouble finding the ball. Tried to turn the double play. He outsmarted himself. He got a bit of side spin on it. It kicked away. And it'll go down as a fielder's choice. One away here in the third inning for Manly. Baptiste Fougier. A little pop-up infield single in that first inning. Here's this one high in the air. Dan Lee in for it. The shortstop in Lockie Heat back for it. Catches it on the outfield grass. That's 2 out. In there for a strike to Cameron Goddard, who drove in all 3 of Manly's runs in that big bottom of the first. He pokes that one into centre field, and that'll be handled out there easily by Luke Livian. Thought that might have dropped in for a little bit, but Cameron Goddard got enough of it to hit it straight at the centre fielder, and the lead-off walk, he's stranded at first. Well, actually, no, the lead-off walk was retired. But Manly leave a runner on in the form of Jackson Taylor. And we'll head to the fourth. It's Manly leading 3-2. New pitcher for Manly is Sam Barton. Pitcher and catcher just need to get together and make sure that they're on the same page with their signals. Charged with a visit there as they delayed the game. Maybe Barton just checking his French with his catcher. Kai Stacey's the lead off here for Ryde. Reached on error. Charged by Jack Fegan, rather. That one gets away. One ball on one strike. Drops it in there. Very good breaking ball to Sam Barton. We saw it in effect last week against Blacktown, but probably overthrew it a little bit too much. Didn't trust his fastball enough. His pitch count rose in the second inning, which led to him not getting out of that inning. Thought that was strike three, but the only person that didn't think it was a strike was the umpire, and that was the vote that counts most. So the count now fallen. And 3 out of 4 times, Manly pitching has walked the leadoff man. And all 3 of those times, that run has come across to score.
The DH, Tim Donovan.
Takes off. In there easy. Ball 1 to Tim Donovan. On 2 straight pitches, Kai Stacey has worked himself over to third base on a pair of stolen bases. Steals third without a throw after Frugier dropped the ball on the transfer. And now Ryde have 3 chances to drive in the tying run of the ball game. Three-no here to Tim Donovan. In there for a strike. Freo makes it 3-1. Probably needs to throw that pitch a little bit more often than just on 3-0. And it misses there, so a pair of walks here to start the inning. Corazzello is going to come out and have a quick chat to the young pitcher on grade debut and his club debut last week. It's his second grade debut here today, and it's off to a rough start with a pair of walks, a pair of stolen bases and a run up. In scoring position. Ryde trying to tie the game. Nine-hole hitter and Lincoln Gruppler waits on deck, waits for his chance. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Ryde threatening here in the fourth. Manly bats have gone quiet the last couple of innings. Checking the runner at first. Donovan diving back in the bag. Over at third, back on the base. Ray came in, cut it off, tried to catch Kai Stacey. Stacey thought about coming home, but went back to the bag. Ball one to the hit at Gruppala. Top corner. So double play, not an option here for Manly. Interestingly, infield playing back with nobody out. Breaking ball. Not caught, saying it's up. Two balls and one strike. That's the risk you take by using that kind of a pitch. Nicely stopped by Frugier back behind the dish, 3-1. Here to Lincoln Gruppala, the top of the order for Ryde. Waiting for Ryde. Waiting, top of the order, waiting for Ryde. If Gruppala can get on base. Popped up, right side. Tibbett over to it. Makes a nice two-handed catch right in front of the Ryde dugout. Just out of our camera shot. And that's a huge first out.
You make the top of the order, Lockie Heap.
Top of the order now for Lockie Heap. His brother didn't register an official at bat on Wednesday night. Another big assignment for Sam Barton, lead-off hitter in Lockie Heap. Runners in second and third, nobody out. Infield still playing back. One out here in the top of the fourth. Kai Stacey at third, Tim Donovan at second. Gets away from the catcher. The tying run comes in to score for Ryde. Right corner. A new batter would be nice and a runner not on second. Pay attention, let's go. So 3-1. Into Lachlan Heap. Right with a chance to take the lead. Third walk of the inning. Looks like that'll be all for Samuel Barden. Tough start for him. Andy Seller is going to come in and take over behind the dish, and I think that might mean Baptiste Frigier might be coming to the mound. Well, I don't think it's going to be a catching change. Baptiste ran into the dugout pretty quickly as if he needs to get his gear off and take over on the hill. What? It's first grade, mate. It's men's. There's no limits. No. Was that Jack Fegan that's up there? So we now have 5 infielders. Cam Goddard is the new pitcher. All right, so Samuel Barden's afternoon is done. Just 1/3 of an inning for him. He's going to leave with the bases loaded. Just couldn't find enough strikes. Relied too heavily on the curveball. And it'll be Cam Goddard to get Manly out of the bases loaded jam with only 1 out. So Cam Goddard takes over on the mound, and that'll mean Baptiste Frigier goes to second, and Jack Fegan over to third base. Lachlan Heap moves up to second on the first pitch, 2-0. Into the left-hander hitter Cam Howay. Cameron on Cameron. That one's down and in, so 3-0. Down and in for ball 4, so 4-pitch walk to load the bases, but that's why you make the pitching change with the base open. Give the pitcher chance, at least one batter, to get in the swing of things. Manly scored 3 runs in the first. Have been able to trouble the scorers since then. Ryde have gone 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 here in the fourth, trying to add on a couple more with the bases loaded and 1 out. Infield. They got the corners in. Dan Lee struck out in his last at-bat. Big situation here for Cam Goddard. That's missing for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dan Lee had the first hit of the ball game. Was a punch to the right side after the 2 hitters before him. Couldn't get it past Will Tippett at first. That one's fouled off the end of the bat. 1 and 2 to count. Cam Goddard. Get Manly out of this jam. Drops that in at the front knee, but it's outside the zone for ball 2. Fouls that one off. Dan Lee trying to open this game up for Ryde, give them the lead for the first time today. No one's going to just get behind Dan Lee. Tucked his butt in at the right moment or the wrong moment, whichever way you want to read it. Stayed out of the way to hit by a pitch, and the count now full at 3 and 2. And that'll be ball 4. It'll be bases loaded walk. Pair of walks here for Cameron Goddard. Coming in relief of Samuel Barden. Trying to get Manly out of the jam. And Ryde are in front.
And in the box, Matty O'Neill.
So bases loaded. Remain loaded for Matt O'Neill. Top of the zone for ball 1. Gets caught on the inside corner. 1 and 1. Two and 1 here to Matt O'Neill. Fouls that one off. Count even now at 2 and 2. 1 out, bases loaded. Ryde taking the lead here in the 4th. They've put across 2. Trying to get more. That one's ripped into right field, down for a base hit. It's going to score a couple of runs. Gets past Austin Brady, has a tough time finding it. And 2 more on the board for Ryde on a Matt O'Neill double into right field. That's what happens when you fall behind the count. You get the count full. You're going to throw it where it can't be good. And for Ryde, they've scored 4 runs now here in the 4th. They're out to a 6-3 lead. And looking for more with still only 1 out and 2 runners on. In there for a called strike to Luke Livian. Another dangerous bat in this Ryde lineup who could definitely do more damage. Ball gets away from the catcher. Andy Seller behind the dish now. It's another run for Ryde. Dan Lee coming in to score. Matt O'Neill moving up the third. Two on one, hit Olivian. To the right side. Frugier picks it up. Fires it over to first, and that's a second out. It's an RBI ground out for Luke Livian. Matt O'Neill coming in to score. It's now 8-3 Ryde.
In the box, Sam Lee.
Sam Lee now. Bats at 2 out, and the base is empty. Called strike. Fired in by Cameron Goddard. Big 6-run inning for Ryde. Still plenty of time. Still another hour in this game to go. Bats just need to get going. They've been quiet and since the first inning. Not a lot of offense since through innings 2 and 3. Popped up behind us. That could be headed for us. No, it's behind us. That's 2-0, 1 and 2 rather. Here on Sam Lee. Trying to finish this inning here, and it'll mean 7, 8, and 9 will come up in the 5th. Nine walks by Manly pitching. Nowhere near good enough. That one off the end of the bat. Could spin fair, but it's going to stay foul. Top of the zone. Taken for a ball, 2 and 1. Another one off the end of the bat. Maybe Sam Lee, and there's a little bit of chalk on that. Count 2 and 2. That one lifted foul. Yeah, back continues here for Sam Lee. He's making Cam Goddard work. Breaking ball, lifted, left field. Over there to make the catch. Here's Jackson Taylor. And probably looking in the sun when he made the catch because he didn't take it comfortably. But what's matter is that he made it. He gets the final out. And Manly trail 8-3 when we come back in the bottom of the 4th. Austin Brady swings and misses at the first pitch he sees from Dan Thwaites. It's not Dan Thwaites. Lex straddles the pitcher. Couple of strikes to start the at-bat. That one gets away. Manly with some work to do here, trailing by 5. Still about 45 minutes to play. Started at 3:15, I think. It's the official start time. That one swung on a miss, and Austin Brady's down on strikes to start his bottom of the 4th. Probably only going to get 5 in today. A 6th, but only if we're quick.
3-0 Jack Fegan.
Ball one of Jack Fegan. Takes it down the dirt. And that one hit on the ground. Over to third, offline throw, but on the right line to get to Matt O'Neill from Cam Hoey, and that's the second out here in the 4th.
2 down for Manly brings up Andy Seller.
Andy Seller getting his first, well, his second. He was in the game as a DH, despite what the original lineup told me. Manly just 2 times finishing through the order. And Ryde almost through their third. They'll have 7, 8, 9 come up when we come back. Kai Stacey leading off for Ryde here. He led off the last inning. He's leading off this inning. I asked you 2 hours ago if you wanted to, and you said no. 0-2. Here to Kai Stacey. That one popped up, left side. Shortstop in T and Ray out. Left fielder in Jackson Taylor comes in and takes control, makes the catch. To record out number 1.
DH, Tim Donovan.
So for the first time since the first inning, the leadoff man for Ryde has been retired. See if Cam Goddard can put up a 0 and stop this. Ryde side from adding to their lead. That one hit to the right side. Over to it is the Frenchman in the dirt and gets through Will Tibbett at first. And nice backup there by Andy Seller. Almost had Tim Donovan at first. Will be throwing error. The only second error of the day. That one on the inside for a ball, 1-0 in Lincoln Gruppelar after a couple of checks on Tim Donovan over at first. That's in the dirt. Two and 0 hit on Lincoln Gruppelar. Bit of a double clutch there by Andy Seller behind the plate. That's in there for a called strike. Comes back this time, finds his own. Three and 1 here to Gruppelar. That's down and away. Walking the 9 hole.
Lucky Heat.
The 10th walk issued by Manly pitching today. 4 by Angus Wiles, 3 by Sam Barton, 3 by Cam Goddard. Can't win ball games when you've got double-digit walks. That one top of the zone, a called strike. It's even at 4 apiece, but there's 10 walks and 2 errors. Here's the difference in this game. Same thing happened in the 18s, same thing happened in 3rd grade. Also, just a lack of quality at-bats. Quality results from at-bats. You can have a quality at-bat, but quality at-bats don't always lead to runs. You need to string hits together. Manly's runs came on a couple of walks. Oh, it's called a balk. So the strikeout is erased, and it's called a balk. Corazella is going to go out and chat with Michael Bryant. If I can go back and see exactly what happened. Maybe he didn't stop long enough. The only thing I can see from a quick look I just had. Breaking ball. Hit through the side to the left field. Jack Fegan with the bullet over the first. He records the out, but it scores a run. Second out. Got it over there just in time. The sun is setting behind first base as well, so I think that's why Jack Fegan just took that extra bit of time there just to make sure he could pick up his target over at first. Maybe he had designs on coming home, but just took the easy play. Got the sure out over at first and retired Lachlan Heap. Tim Donovan coming in to score. That one fouled off the feet. Cam Howay. One the count. Down and in. 2-1 the count. First grade coming up next. The boys going through their paces. Going to build on the impressive win from Wednesday night. First time in the last 3 years that Manly have been 500 in round 2. Last couple of years it's been a treacherous run through the first 3 to 4 weeks. Last year there was only the draw. Last couple of years it's been 0-6 and 0-8. So to be 1-1 in round 2, that's got to be a positive. Outside corner, called a strike. Count now 3-2, looking to get out of this inning. As Cam Goddard got the get-out pitch right here. Inside. Doesn't have it. Ball 4. 11th walk. Ball 1 to Dan Lee. No, it's Matt Kelleher rather. Pinch hitting here for Dan Lee. 2-1 here on Matt Kelleher. Came in as a defensive change. Swing and a miss. And Goddard's one pitch away from finishing off this inning, or an inning where Ryde have scored just the one run. That one's up high. Up and in again, so back-to-back walks. No movement on the Manly bench. Christian Morrison will pinch hit here for Ryde. Pinch hitting for Matt O'Neill.
Box C. Morrison.
Bases loaded again here for Ryde. Christian Morrison trying to make it look really ugly for Manly. That one's popped up, right side. And Will Tibbett makes the catch to finally end the inning. Ryde load the bases. They only get one though. And it's the Hawks who lead this one 9-3 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Are in the first. So top of the order here for Manly, T and Ray facing Lex Traddles. Well, it was down and in, so ahead in the count is Tian. Bit out an infield single in his last at bat. Also as part of a nice little turn double play between he and Jack Fegan. Outside corner, 4-pitch walk, just the way Manly want to start things after issuing 11 of their own. Both teams locked at 4 hits. Ryde have walked maybe 12 times now. Yep, 16
Will Tibbett.
17 free 90 feet. Free 90s, as we call them in baseball. Oh, sorry, to the back. 13 free 90s. 17 batters have reached. 12 by the way of the hit, 12 by the way of the walk, 4 hits and 1 on an error. That one in the dirt, bounces off. So 2-0, 6 straight balls now by Lex Traddles. And they're going to need plenty of those. They're going to try and tie up or win this ball game. And one on the inside corner this time. Taken by Will Tibbett, strike 1. Bottom of the zone, called strike. Manly dugout not happy with it. Popped up. On the infield. Fumbled and foul. Luckily for Kai Stacey, it fell foul. Unluckily for Will Tibbett, as he was standing on first when the ball was dropped, but it dropped in foul territory, so he'll have to come back. Strike 3 called. And Will Tibbett's down looking at that pitch. .3:09 p.m. was the official start time, so no new inning at 5:14, which is still 7 minutes away. So at this speed, you'd think we will see a 6th inning. That one hit to the left side. And can't be scooped, and coming in to score is Tian Ray. It'll be a throwing error by Lachlan Heap. Cam Duffield over there at first couldn't scoop it, and Tian Ray was heads down the whole way, comes in to score. And that's 1 run back for Manly, 1 down, 5 more to go. 5 for the tie, 6 to win.
7 for Jackson Taylor.
Inside corner to Jackson Taylor. Called strike 1. That one's also in there. 0-2. One at the top of the zone, Jackson Taylor, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Adam O'Neill still standing at first. Thought he might have tried to make his way out the second by now. Does run well. Two and two, here to JT. 3-2. Count now full. To the left side. Second chance for Heap. Up to second to get one. And safe over at first. Gruppala just couldn't turn it in time. But it's 2 out here for Austin Brady. Oh, Baptiste Ferrugia, rather. 1 for 2 today. Scored in that first inning. That one ripped down the line. Inside the third base bag. Jackson Taylor's heading towards third. He's going to be waved home. Ferrugia is turning around second. The stop sign's going to be put up on him. And Manly have got themselves a second run here in the fifth.
Cameron Goddard.
So Cameron Goddard, who had the big 3-run double back in the first. Manly have bookended a hat-trick of donuts with a 3 spot and a 2 spot. Well, it's probably going to have to be here. And they're going to, if they want to win it, or at least tie it up. Top of the zone, called strike one. 1-1. That one punched. Up in the air. Centre field, left field. Working it out, and it's Sam Lee who comes over and makes the catch to end the inning, and checks the time, checks the result, and that is all she wrote here this afternoon. 9-5 the final, Ryde defeating Manly, and it was Angus Wiles who got the start. 2 runs on 2 hits, just 1 earned run, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Sam Barton couldn't get out of the fourth after walking 3 and giving up 3 earned runs without giving up a hit. And Cam Goddard went an inning and 2/3, giving up 4 earned runs on 2 hits, 5 walks. Manly walking 12 hitters. For Ryde, it was Dan Thwaites. The start 3 innings he lasted, giving up 3 earned runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Then Lex Traddles with 2 innings of work, just a hit, 2 runs with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Just the 4 hits by Ryde. Cam Hoey walked 3 times. He scored twice. Tim Donovan also with a pair of runs going 1 for 1. Baptiste Ferrugia with 2 hits. Jackson Taylor with 2 runs. And Cam Goddard had the 3 RBI double in the first. But it wasn't enough here for Manly in second grade. They fall to Ryde. Their second loss of the season. They start the year 0-2. And they'll have a battle with Cronulla next Saturday out at Phil Austin. We'll be back in half an hour with first grade, so grab yourself a dinner, some light refreshments, and settle in for 9 innings of Manly versus Ryde. Coming up for you at quarter to 6.